morning. Happy Monday, May 30th. Memorial Day weekend has come and gone, and I wanted to thank you guys for all the comments you left on the vlog I posted this weekend. And I have to say, when I asked for you guys' opinion on the flagstone wallpaper, wow, did you guys have a lot to say. Mostly, I was surprised by how much the overwhelming majority of you hate it or just didn't like it or thought it brought the room down. And don't think I don't take your comments seriously. I do. I actually read them, and a lot of you reminded me that the whole reason for the new theme, the whole reason for going on a lighter spectrum next year and going Hygge was to bring down the sensitivity overload, and that the paper was too much. And you know what? You are right. The paper is too much, which is why I walked in this morning, and before I could even second guess myself, I went on a tearing down spree, and I've managed to get all the paper off these two walls here. I have not gotten this one done yet. These ones I'll get done in a few minutes here because it's just this little bit. I get done real fast. Unfortunately, now I could kick myself because Friday morning I went and put back up all this paper, and now my alphabet's taped to it. So, oh, that's going to be such a load of work to take all that down. But I do think it's the right call, because the flagstone, I mean, your arguments were valid. They were completely, as much as, it's not about me, it's about what's best for the children. And as much as I may love the flagstone, it is too much for the kids. It's sensory overload. Also, to those of you who text or commented on the bottom about the fluorescent filters, wow, thank you. I had never heard of those. It is no secret I hate overhead fluorescent lights. I've been talking about that for a while, and they are, oh, I'm sorry, some of my eye. They are absolutely terrible. They cause migraine headaches. They intensify the symptoms of ADHD. Okay, something is really in this eye and it's bugging me. So that's why I try to do lamps in here and daylight, but a lot of times it's not enough, so we still have to turn on the overheads. So I'm going to see, though, if I can find a way to make those filters myself. Okay, something is really in this eye and it's driving me crazy. Because the ones I want, I don't want the blue. I read a lot of the comments on them on Amazon Prime, and the people say that if you get the blue filters, they do make the classroom feel blue. I don't want a blue classroom. So I was looking at the Whisper White ones, which really they say are like an off-white. Those would be the ones that I really, really want. But they're like $35 for 4 of them. And I literally have 4 on this side and 6 on this side. I wouldn't worry about those back 2. I would just leave those 2 uncovered. But at the same time, I still need 2 packages, which would be $70 for those. So I am going to hold off on buying those right now and see if I can find a way to make them myself. Because at the end of the day, from my understanding, all they really are like polyester fabric, flame retardant, polyester, and magnets. So I'm wondering if I can find a way to make that for a lot less than $70. Plus, also, if I can find a way to make it myself, I might even opt for like a pale pink or something else to go on the overhead lights that would fit more with the theme. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but my interest is really piqued because I was reading in all the reviews on those that right away everyone's saying that, oh, my headaches just vanished instantly. You know, it's been 6 months and I haven't had a headache at work. I have headaches here all the time. Every day after lunch I have at least 1 or 2 kids going home with headaches. So yeah, if I can find a way to filter this light to eliminate my headaches and the children's headaches, that would be amazing. I just don't want to pay $70 to do it. So I'm going to see if I can figure something else out on my own. I'm going to put this camera down right now, though, because as you can see, look around this room, I have a ton of work to do. Also, one of the questions you guys were asking is why was I decorating this room if I'm maybe moving rooms next year? I will be in this classroom next year. Whether I teach first grade or fourth grade, I will be in this classroom next year. The only time I was thinking I was moving rooms was when there was a slim chance I was doing kindergarten, because I would have had to have gone into that room then. But whether I do first grade or fourth grade, I will be in this classroom next year, which means I am free to go ahead and put up my bulletin boards now, free to start decorating the walls, because I'm allowed to decorate the walls and leave that stuff up. I do have to, like, kind of clear off the floor, stack the chairs, things like that, but you can, unless your room's getting painted, which mine is not scheduled to be painted this year, you can go ahead and leave your stuff up on your walls in this building. So that is why I am already decorating, because I am not changing classrooms. So I have got to get to work, because wow, I got a lot to do. I am a hot, sweaty mess. I am just like sweating like a pig here. I've got the air conditioner on. It's not even the room, it's me. But I got the rest of that paper down. I have one wall left to do. I've got to get that corner back there, and honestly, I can't tackle it right now. I'm just too hot and tired. And for those of you who are wondering why I did all this myself and I didn't have the kids help me, I love this 3M packing tape. It is awesome, but it is also incredibly strong. That's how I was able to hold up wallpaper for an entire year without falling down. And when you're pulling it off the walls, you have to use a very gentle touch, or you will rip the paint off with the tape. And since I didn't want to have literally like 200 missing spots of paint in my classroom, I decided to just do all this myself and not involve the children, because no matter how much you tell them, be gentle, be careful, slow down, take it easy, they just go for it. It's a free-for-all. They rip it down as fast as they possibly can, and I would have had ruined walls, because I can tell you guys right now, one, I will not be repainting this classroom. It's not happening. First of all, I'm not sure I would even have the time, because I know a lot of schools will let you into your rooms during the summer vacation. My school doesn't. This room will be used for summer school because it is air conditioned. Most of our classrooms in our buildings are not air conditioned, but the portables are. So the portables will be used for summer school every single year. So during that time, obviously, I can't get into my classroom because it's another teacher's room. But then also, once summer school ends, they won't let you in until all the carpets are cleaned, and then they won't let you in until they do this, and they won't let you in until they do that. So I'm kind of banned from my classroom for most of the summer vacation. They only give you a couple of days before the start of school to get back into your classrooms to start preparing for the start of the school year. That is one of the reasons why it is such a big deal to me to have my room like fully decorated before I even leave to go on summer vacation, because this way when I come back, I don't have to worry about decorating the room. It's done. I just got to come back and get to work on what am I going to do with the kids, and what are the opening day activities I'm going to do, and making sure my copies are made and things like that. So that's why the kids didn't help, and I won't be painting during the summer vacation. Also, some of you said to hang a solid color pastel butcher paper. I won't be doing that either. To do this, to hang all this butcher paper, was a huge amount of work. And one of the reasons I liked the flagstone over like solid colors, these walls are not level, they're not even, they're not flat, they're lumpy, bumpy, bowed. The imperfections in the wall was completely masked by the flagstone. If I were to try to come in here and start hanging a solid color paper and try to hang it to look perfect and to be wrinkle free and bump free and level, it's going to be a hot mess real fast, and I'm going to get frustrated because my perfectionist nature would just not be able to handle the fact that it wouldn't look perfect. So the peach walls are the peach walls, and that's what we're going to have next year. We will have peach walls. However, as I said, if I can get like pink, light baby pink filters to cover the lights, that would actually kind of turn these peach walls pinky a little bit. So that in of itself might be a way to fool people into thinking the walls are actually pink instead of peach. I don't know. But that's another project for another day. I am tired. It's Monday morning, the kids come in the room in like 7 minutes and I'm already ready for a nap because that was a lot of work. This morning and this afternoon we will be doing the last 2 tests for NWEA mapping. We will be doing the language arts test this morning and we'll be doing the science test this afternoon. Luckily, these tests are not as long and time consuming as the reading one and the math one. They are shorter. Unfortunately though, because the laptops only hold a charge now for so long, I still have to do 1 test in the morning, then charge all the laptops and do the second test after lunch because I want to make sure that the computers are fully charged and ready to go. So that will make an easier day for me. I will just be monitoring while they take the tests in here. And let's see, what else are we doing today? I'll be honest, I don't even know. I have to look at my lesson plans. I'm a little winded. So I will get back. Oh, I can show you though, I went shopping to Dollar Tree this weekend and I have a haul. I bought a bunch of these. These are usually 2 for $1, but this week they had bonus days, so they were coming in 3 packs for $1. I love these. Everyday Math has a lot of games that uses the Everyday Math deck of cards. Well, these are awesome for holding the deck of cards in, because if you have Everyday Math, one of the first things you learned was that those flimsy little boxes the cards came in fell apart almost immediately. So they will hold a deck of cards. They're also perfect for holding like 24 crayons. I love these. These have like so many uses. And then I also purchased new ones of these. I love to use these as dice holders. You can put 2 dice in there, shake it up, and then drop it down. And this way, when you have your kids playing their math games, the dice don't go rolling all over the floor. This almost turns your 2 dice into like a trouble game, where you shake it, drop it, and whatever's on top is your roll. I bought a couple of these for wrapping up the bookcases come the end of the school year. I bought another package of the dice containers. And I bought a bunch of pipe cleaners because I like pipe cleaners for letter making for first graders. More of these. And then finally I bought these. They were $1 each. I find these to be great activities for like the very last day or 2 of school. You know, here's a picture to color, and you know what? Here's a bunch of word searches. Have at it. Because I know a lot of YouTubers are talking about how this is their last week of school, or, you know, Friday was their last day. My district, we are going all the way till June 16th here. And my boys' school district is going all the way to June 15th. So I was surprised how many schools are like out already, because maybe it's a state of Michigan thing, because in Michigan schools don't open until the day after Labor Day. That was something passed, probably 20 years ago by then Governor Engler, because he really wanted to get that last minute Michigan tourism money for the up north communities. So our school here doesn't start till the day after Labor Day, which means to get in the required 188 days, we are going till June 16th here to fit it all in. So for those of you teachers who are already on summer vacation, I am jealous. I am very jealous. Unfortunately for me, I still have a solid 3 weeks of school left, because today is only actually no, it's not 3 weeks. It's definitely 2. It's at least 2 weeks of school left. So at least this week is only 4 days. Actually, I think it is. I think it's like 3 weeks. I have 2 or 3 weeks left. Anyway, I'm not going on summer vacation anytime soon yet. So still lots of teaching to do and a lot of things to cover. I just got the word. It is official. I am teaching first grade next year. I'm really excited to go back to first grade. I have taught first grade 8 times already, and then I was a Title I reading specialist doing first and second for 4 years. So when I say I have a lot of experience teaching first grade, I'm really not kidding. So it was nice being in 4th grade though. It was a nice break for a little while from the babies, but after doing 4th grade for 3 years in a row, I'm really ready to go back to 1st grade. I won't lie, 1st grade is hard. It's because they come to you in September and it's like trying to herd cats. By the time November 1st rolls around, you finally got that routine down pat, and they're just so doggone cute and adorable. So yes, I'm going back to 1st grade, and I'm really excited, and I'm glad I can finally share it with you guys, and like share it with you for real. Like, it's really happening. It's done. Woohoo! So now I've been like plowing through all my materials here, trying to pull out all of my old 1st grade stuff so that I can send out my copy orders to our PRC so that they can start making my copies for next year. And I've already found a really cute data binder set on TPT that I haven't bought yet, but I think I'm going to buy that one. And so yeah, I'm really excited, and it's gonna be so great and so much fun. And I've already seen the kindergartners, and the kindergartners this year are just really cute, and so I already know I have some amazing kids coming next year, and I know I've got a few handfuls in there as well, but I'm ready for them. So it's all gonna be great. My class, we finished NWEA testing. It is done. We had so many technical difficulties this afternoon. For some reason, they kept the website kept kicking the kids off the test. I would have kids like on question 21, and then the whole site would just shut down. And so you try to log the kid back in, but it wouldn't let the kid log back in because according to the website, the kid was already logged in. But yet on that laptop, we couldn't. It was a nightmare. It was an awful nightmare trying to get those tests done. But they are finished. Praise the Lord. So, and I'm just about done inputting grades because today is Tuesday. I said it was Monday this morning, didn't I? No, yesterday was Monday, Memorial Day. Today is Tuesday. Oops. Yes, so today's Tuesday. My goal is to be finished with report cards by Friday. I don't have to be finished with report cards by Friday, but I want to be finished with report cards by Friday. Or at the very least, anything that I'm going to collect from them that needs to be graded and entered into the computer system, I want that work done by this Friday. So, because I don't want next week coming, I get real anxiety when I start to come down to the wire. It's just not good for me. So, that's the plan so far. I have my to-do list here in my planner, and one by one we are ticking through them. Got my DRA 2s are done. Now NWAs are all done. I finished grading all the writing assessments. So testing is done. But now I do have to do things like I have to complete my evaluation, upload artifacts into my evaluation. Report cards are due by June 7th. And again, this actually isn't the real deadline. I've up the date a couple of days just for my own sanity. I've already made my new class list for next year for the new 5th graders. The grade sheets I can't do yet because the office hasn't even given them to me yet. My room inventory I can't do because I haven't gotten it from the office yet. Send out the PRC. I am in the process of working on that. So one by one I am checking off my to-do list. And also, just real quick, I know I haven't shown my planner in ages, but I've kind of like decked out my Kiki K. This is my Kiki here in my front cover. Little pocket here with little things in it. And I'm just kind of really loving it. And I made a little bookmark here with my to-do list on it. And little doodads in my week. Just really cute and girly. Little notes tucked in here. These were things I purchased off the Kiki K website. My friend Susie gave me a gift card for my birthday, which was May 3rd, to Kiki K, and so I bought all kinds of little goodies and doodads to make everything super cute and adorable. So there's a quick little peek into my planner that you guys haven't seen in a while. Now that I don't really do like an Erin Condren where I'm doing weekly spreads of decorating, I don't really do that many planner updates anymore because honestly now my planner, it's just functional. I mean, I have some cute stuff in there, but I'm not forever changing it every week. It's just, it is what it is, and I ain't got time for that anymore. I'm just too busy, way too busy. Speaking of busy, my prep is almost over. I didn't get a full prep today because I had students finishing up NWA in here. And so right now though, I do want to get in the top of that closet of mine because I know I've got some first grade resources up there. So it's time to start digging through the piles and piles of stuff. Because now I need to, all the fourth grade things in here need to go home to my basement. And my basement, which has milk crates upon milk crates upon milk crates filled with first grade materials, now need to all come back. Yay! Physical labor. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, May 31st, last day of May. Goodbye, May. Hello, June tomorrow. I am currently sitting in my car in the parking lot. I always arrive before they actually unlock the gate, and usually I will go all the way around, walk through the main building because I can use my key card to get in down there, go through and go to my classroom. Today, I am feeling rather lazy. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I got a good night's sleep last night. You know, it's the end of the year, teacher tired. It's a legit thing, and I know I'm not the first YouTuber to talk about it, but yeah, there really is no tired like teacher end of the year tired. And I still have like 2.5 weeks left to go. So, in for the long haul. I currently have a bunch of first grade materials in the trunk of my car. And on my agenda today is to get the first grade materials into my portable and to have some of my students pack up the exact same milk crates that are bringing things in with fourth grade materials, and to start carrying, obviously not the school fourth grade materials, but anything that I've purchased myself that's fourth grade into those milk crates and bring it home and stick it in my basement, because if there's one thing I've learned in 20 plus years of teaching, you don't know sometimes what you're doing from year to year. I could be back in fourth grade next year or 2 years down the road. I really thought when I went to fourth grade I would probably never teach first ever again. And lo and behold, I'm going back into first grade next year. This is why teachers are hoarders and we keep everything, because you just don't know what's going to happen. And right now I'm just sitting here waiting for the custodian to unlock the gate, and I'm having some caffeine, and yeah, just waiting for the day to get started. One thing, I am super excited to go back to first grade next year. But there is one thing that does really bum me out, and that is that I am going to lose my computer cart. First grade in my district does not have computers. In fact, in my district, first grade has no technology at all. They really don't. You know, as I've said before, I'm a Title I building. Our district is like 98% poverty rate. We have 98% free lunch program here. Everyone gets free breakfast. The district just doesn't have tons and tons of money, and so I will be losing all of my computers for next year. So I do have 8 Kindles in here that I will be, those are mine that have been purchased through DonorsChoose.org. And so I am going to try to put up another Donors Choose project, because I would like to get, honestly, like 8 more Kindles. This way I would at least have enough Kindles for half the class. So I can still do Daily 5 next year, because one of the big things I use for Daily 5 for listen to reading is Raz Kids. I love Raz Kids, and I already know that the district will be purchasing it again for next year. We've had Raz Kids here for several years, but Raz Kids is a bit of a bummer if you're in K1, 2, and 3, because you almost never get to use it because you don't have a resource available to get kids on it. So I really would like to get another Donors Choose project going up, where hopefully I can get 8 more Kindles in here, have enough for half the class at a time. Sorry, I'm distracted. And this way I can have Raz Kids going during Daily 5 while I'm pulling groups, because one of the things that I love about technology is, one, depending on what apps you have, it's very educational and it's very useful. And if you have a high ESL population like we have, then Raz Kids, the children can read the story themselves, or they can listen to the story being read, which is a great way to expose them to English language, oral language, and what we would refer to as book talk, because book talk is different from, you know, conversation speaking. So, plus, honestly, once you get a child on a piece of technology and get those earbuds in their ears, they kind of behave because they are actively engaged in the app, in a learning program, and that becomes a one child less that's going to be a behavior problem. Because I don't do Daily 5 in 4th grade. I'm sorry, I don't do guided reading in 4th grade. In 4th grade, I mostly did strategy groups. I mostly did one-on-one conferencing, really. But now that I'm going to be going back to 1st grade, those children I find need more guided instruction. So I will be doing guided reading next year, but as any teacher who does guided reading knows, monitoring behavior so that you can truly be focused on your groups is hard. I mean, it can be really, really challenging, especially when you go into the younger grades, because they are less self-sufficient. They have a shorter stamina time. You know, it takes much longer to work them up to get that Daily 5 routine in place. And there's nothing worse than trying to teach a guided reading group to, you know, 5 or 6 kids, and instead of teaching the children in front of you, you're yelling at different groups around the room to knock it off, behave, stop that, get back to work. So if I can get more Kindles in here, then I can truly have, you know, a larger group doing listening to reading, and that way that will help to bring the behavior problems down, because they'll be, you know, you put a kid on a tablet and that kid just kind of becomes one with the tablet. So that will definitely be on one of my to-do lists before the school year is out, to get the Donor Choose project up and running for the Kindles. I also have up a project right now for not Time for Kids, but Scholastic magazines, because I do love Scholastic magazines in the classroom. I find them to be incredibly useful for teaching nonfiction texts, nonfiction text features, as well as current events, and they usually have a really good topic in there that leads into our circles that we have, where we kind of sit in a circle past the talking piece, and there's usually a really good thing in there that we can talk about or debate for that as well. Plus, also, in a pinch, they make for great subplans. They really do. So I have to update it though, because I've put in for 4th grade Scholastic newspapers. I now need to edit that and change it down to 1st grade Scholastic newspapers. So those will be the 2 Donors Choose projects that I'm going to put up for, try to prepare the room for next year and make sure that my children, especially my ESL children, have the resources they need to be the most successful in the classroom. The day is over. I apologize for not vlogging during lunch or specials. My special today was in the classroom. It was one of the push-in specials, so I really can't vlog when there's a teacher in here. And for lunch today, I had some issues going on. I have a couple of students right now who, you know, I understand it's the end of the year, spring fever or summer fever, what do you want to call it, is kicked in, but I am having a few major behavior problems in here. And honestly, there's a couple of kids in here who are really starting to get on my nerves, and they're getting on each other's nerves. That's a big issue in here, is that they're all just sort of tired and done with it. And so they're all just really rubbing each other the wrong way. And I'm trying to, you know, come on, got a few more weeks, can't do this yet, gotta hang in there, guys. I did find out today though that one day next week we are having something called Moving Up Day, where the children will be sorted into their new classrooms and go sit with that new teacher for a half an hour. So next week, my 1st graders, who are currently kindergartners, will be coming into my room for about 30 minutes, and we get to have like an introduction and do a quick activity. And so my head is like swirling with different things I want to do with them. Although whatever I do, it's got to be short because it's only 30 minutes, and let's be real, 10 minutes of that time is just going to kind of be like spent talking and questions and answering, and they're all going to want to know all about me, and I'm going to want to know about them. So realistically, I'm going to have like 15 minutes to do some kind of an activity with them. So one of my jobs tonight will be to go home and scour Pinterest for something really cute and adorable and get some ideas for next week. Because I'll be honest, at the moment I have no idea. Bubbles popped into my head, something with bubbles, but other than getting bubbles, I don't know what else to do. For some reason I have bubbles in my head. But so yes, that's something I'm really looking forward to, is to have my class in here next week and get to know them and see their cute little adorable faces, because they're little babies and I love them. So that will be fun. And then I have to hurry home though, because I have massive products from Amazon Prime coming today. I kind of want to get home and get those packages, put them in the trunk of my car before my husband gets home. It's all school stuff. I mean, everything I've bought is like school related, but it's just like, oh, he gets tired of how much money I spend. He really, really does. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this vlog though, because last week I vlogged like the whole week and I had like an hour and 7-minute video to put up, and my internet stinks. It's so slow. It took that video like 14 hours to upload. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of start keeping my vlogs like 1 or 2 days, so this way they'll upload in about 6 hours instead of 14. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from the future, click that subscribe button so you'll get notifications when I put up a new video. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around and sharing this experience with me. I hope you're enjoying it. And with that, I will talk to you guys later.